Hello, this is Mooregirl and welcome back to my channel From This to That. A while ago I saw this beautiful nightstand that I like from ZGALLERIE, but I couldn't afford it. It's $399. So what I did was also look at other options as far as pricing some night tables that I wanted, and that was just too expensive. So what I figured I'll go to my neighborhood Goodwill and check out some night tables that they had. So this is what the dress looked like before the prep. Excuse my cat Sarah. I think she's trying to break in. So it still has some like ornate knobs on there that I didn't want, and it was very, I think it's like maybe early 90s look to it. But as you can see, it's in a really good condition. So I figured it wasn't much to do, and the interior of the drawers was excellent. So these are the items that I got for my project. I got some trim from Home Depot. It was about, like I say, $4.95 each. I got two. And I got this old Martha Stewart. This was her precious metal collection. I don't even think they sell it anymore. I think you could probably just get some acrylic, Bristolium, metallic silver. Plus I did get primer and mirrors from Lowell. I did get a miter saw, which was optional, but I just got this to help me cut that 45-degree angle. These were the pull handle dressers I got from Amazon.com. So the first thing I did was I took my, night table outside to spray it. I primed it first, and I only really primed the first drawer because I forgot it's going to be mirrored anyway. After I primed it, I sprayed it with a metallic Bristolium and gave it like a couple of coats. From there, I started to work on the edges of the drawer first. While the night table was drying, I decided I wanted to not just put metallic on the edges of the drawers. I actually wanted to do some type of swirl technique. So I had this paint from Martha Stewart. It was her collection that was silver. The paint is really old. It was really thick and you could see it on my brush. But you should be able to use any type of craft paint, acrylic paint. This should do it just as fine as well. And you see the technique I was doing. It was just a swirl up and a swirl down. So as I looked at the table, I figure I wanted to do the edges of the top table as well. And also I decided to put the trim on top because I didn't want the mirror to go across the whole entire table. I just wanted to go into the center. So I decided to use the trim that I got from Home Depot. So I measured the top of the table, and also I measured the drawers because I had to get ready for the mirrors. And you see here, I only needed to do the swirl technique just on the edges. So I used my P530 for the adhesive for the glass. And I just put it on, abundantly, and I also clamped it. And I made sure when it was clamped down, or just put a book or something to hold it. And you might want to set at least overnight. So I decided to use the same technique I did for the drawers because it was damaged on the dresser since it was used, and there was some little flaws on the edges. So, hey, it's $7.50, so I couldn't complain. So again, I used the same swirl technique, being really careful that I didn't go over the edge. As you can see, prior to me doing this technique, I did give the dresser another coat of silver, this time covering the trim because it needed another coat. So now it was time to do the interior. I decided to do, since I had some velvet material at home, some extra, I got some poster board. I measured and cut it down because I wanted the inside of the dressers to be lined just like if it was like in a jewelry box. So only thing I had to do was cut the board down. I measured it to the interior, cut down some material, and then from there I just hot glue gun it. It wasn't even necessary for me to use spray adhesive, but of course you could use spray adhesive. That would have been easy just as well. Now it was time to add the pull drawers. I got these knobs from Amazon.com. I will share the link below. They were a little small, so what I decided to do is put one on each end rather than one in the center. They came in a packet of 10. They was about $10. So I glued them also with E6000 and let them sit at least 5 hours. So once everything was attached, as you see, I sprayed the interior of the dresser with the same metallic, and then I laid the black velvet below, and you can see the effect. It came out really nice. So this is the overall look of the dresser, you know, for my night table. I think it came out pretty cool. I think the whole project probably ended up costing a little over $40, but hey, it still be spending $200 to $300 for a night table, and that is not bad for a Goodwill find. And the dresser, as you see, the interior was really nice. Whoever had it kept really good care of it. Again, the dresser was really nice. It was very sturdy. It was nothing wrong with it except for some water stains on the top of it. It got a little warped. But other than that, overall, it was in excellent condition. And especially for $7.50. So again, guys, try this. I mean, the mirrors was $12 to trim, $8 for two. $8 for probably 2 cans of spray paint. The pull drawers was $9. I only needed 4, so I used the other one on my beauty desk. And also the trim here, do a little detail. Instead of it just being like just sprayed shiny, which is easier to do, just take the time to do the little texture because it gives it that little extra pop and shimmer and glam to it. So again, guys, thanks again for viewing this video, and check me out on Instagram at Mooregirl42. I have some before and afters I've done. I don't have videos for everything I do. I'm sorry about that. It's just so tedious, and sometimes I get a little busy and I don't do it. So again, check this out. Go come out the box, add velvet, spray the interior, just do the little stuff because it just came out really nice, and it didn't take that long to do it at all. Again, thanks for coming to my channel, and have a blessed day.